Welcome to PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode where I talked about where I have been for the past a little over 4 months, almost 5 months probably, you should definitely go back and check that out. I will put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can do that easily. All right, let's get into it here. We've got 2 upgrades and a fan. We're only going to do one of these upgrades though today because I think upgrades take a little bit longer than some of the other quick repairs, so we're going to save probably just the second upgrade here for the next episode. But let's take a look at this one. It says, "What's up? I've got the money. Can you make the upgrade? Can you replace the graphics card with something better? An AIO water cooler would give me some headroom for overclocking later on. Money shouldn't be a problem. I've got $2,750 to spare. I like nice and shiny new components. It's urgent, so please hurry. Catherine Jarvis, Hilarious Laboratory." All right, so they've got a parts budget of $2,750 to upgrade the graphics card, install an AIO water cooler, and spend less than $2,750. Let's take a look at their stats. So they've got a Z390 Extreme 4 from ASRock, an i5 8600K. Yeah, their Arctic Freezer 34 CO might be a little underpowered, but I mean, they are only running an i5. Were the 8600Ks, were those 6 cores, 12 threads? I honestly don't remember. They're getting a little old, so I really don't remember. They do have a Corsair, a 750 watt power supply. They've got 1 stick of RAM and 2 Asus ROG Strix RTX 2080 Supers. Wow. So they don't want a CPU upgrade. They're running single channel RAM, which, I mean, I guess if they're not gaming would be okay. But I mean, dual channel does open up, you know, a bigger pipeline for speed. I feel like anything we upgrade down here in the graphics card area is going to be hindered by the 8600K in the CPU area. And they don't have an SSD. They're running off of a 2 terabyte hard drive. So, I mean, we'll give them what they want. Can we maybe sneak in? I don't know. We'll have to see what I can come up with in the budget area to get them an upgrade for GPU as well as an AIO. If there's some leftover money though, we might try to sneak in an extra stick of RAM maybe. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead though. Let's accept that one. And then let's come down here. We're going to skip that other upgrade. Hold on to it for the next episode. Let's take a look at this one. It says, "Sorry, need more help. Hi, thanks for the changes. PC is probably slower, but it does seem like the annoying high-pitched noise has gone. And now it uses less power, which is always good. Except now the fans seem noisy. Don't know if it got jostled in shipping or if it was always like that, but now I've noticed it's going to drive me absolutely crazy. Can you make them all run a little more quietly? I've heard there is an eco mode, so if you could set them to that, it would be great. Sorry, I know this is a pain, and it probably seems like such a dumb problem, but I have ADHD and sometimes I can't tune out background sounds. So yeah, a media PC that makes a distracting noise is not ideal. Thanks and sorry again, Dex." So we've got a parts budget of $200 to set all the fans to the eco mode. Does that mean that maybe something is broken in there that they're not telling us about? Because having a parts budget that would be under a labor budget, but having a parts budget just to set fans to eco mode seems interesting. All right, well, we'll go ahead and accept it. Let's take a look at the stats. A Ryzen 7 2700X, Arctic Freezer, 750 watt power supply. See, he's got 2 sticks of RAM. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to take a look and see if something might be broken, considering there is a $200 parts budget. Now, as I promised in the previous episode, and we're also going to, have they done something with settings? Because I don't remember text getting blurry when you back out. That's interesting. Anyway, as I promised in the last episode, we are going to do a spares and repairs build today to sell in the storefront. This is it. This is it. It does have, it just says broken graphics card. So, yeah, but we're probably going to pull both of those out, even though only one of them might be broken. Are those supers? Those might just be 20. Oh, no, they're supers. There it is. 2070 Super. Getting a little old. Let's maybe build something nice. We've already got water cooling in here. I don't know that I'm going to water cool whatever GPU I put in here, but we'll definitely keep. I think this thing has a, yeah, 12900K. So this will be a nice build, and we'll get some nice stuff to put in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to the blurry PC until we zoom in on it here. I'm going to open up the shop. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get the parts for the build for Catherine Jarvis, as well as the parts for the spares and repairs build. And as soon as I got all that stuff in the shopping cart, I will come right back and I will show you. All right. For the upgrade for Catherine Jarvis, we're going to go with the G-Skill Inky 240mm AIO water cooler. We're going to give her a PNY RTX 4080 16 gig. That's the gaming Virto Epic X RGB triple fan. They do make an OC version of that. I didn't really see the point in spending the extra money on it. She talked about overclocking. I figure she can overclock it herself. And then we're going to see if we can sneak in a second stick of this ADATA XPG Gamix 16 gig 3200 megahertz RAM. That's what she already has in her PC. She only has a single stick though. So I figured we would go ahead and add another stick. Now, for that other fan adjustment thing that has a $200 parts budget, I figure when it comes in, if we find something broken in there, we'll just order whatever it is and have it same day delivered. For the spares and repairs PC, rebuild, build, whatever you want to call it, it's already got a stick of G-Skill Trident Z5 Neo RGB 32 gig 6000 megahertz RAM in it. So we're going to add another stick. We're going to swap out both of those graphics cards. I know one of them's still good, but we're going to go ahead and throw in an RTX 4090. And just for fun, we're going to put some Corsair LL120 RGB fans, I think down on the bottom of the case, hopefully. So we can pull in air from the bottom and push it out the top through the radiator, keep everything nice and cool. So let's go ahead and buy all of this for next day delivery. And then we do already have, I believe, a working reservoir in that PC. It's one of the tall ones though. So I thought just to be safe, and I can always use this in another build, so it's not like I'm just throwing away money, but I thought just to be safe, let's go ahead and order one of the shorter, the 100 Revo D5s, just in case the graphics card's longer. I don't want to have to do same day delivery and spend another, $100 when I could order it now, and if I don't need it, I'll just use it in another build. So let's go ahead and buy that. So we can close that out. We can close that out. This is in transit. This is in transit. Let's go end our day. We can get everything in so we can get to work. Let's see. End the day. Well, at least the fan's spinning this time. There we go. That was weird. All right, let's get these lights turned on. Let's grab all of our stuff here. This game always keeping me on my toes. Always, always. Okay, so that's the one that needs the fans. Done. This one is the upgrade. Let's slap that there. Let's take a look at this one first. I mean, all the fans are spinning. I'm wondering what the $200 budget's for. Why does this have a weird black line at the top? Is that the... Huh. Okay, let's power cycle this real fast. Let's hop into the BIOS. Since I didn't do that while it was starting up, let's take a look here. If they need XMP, sure. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's not working. I mean, if their graphics card wasn't working, then we wouldn't be getting a picture. So, I don't know what the budget was for. Just a way to give us some extra money? I don't know. Let's see, we need the fan control. Ooh, that's installing nice and slow. Oh my gosh. SSDs, people. You need an SSD. Okay, so we need to set all of these to eco mode. Oh, I forgot to apply changes. Eco apply. Eco apply. I select eco apply. So that's eco, that's eco, that's eco. Okay. I'm finding it hard to believe that that was it. But okay. I didn't see anything else in the email. Yeah, just set them to eco mode. Weird. All right. Well, there's their PC. Nothing super fancy, but you know, I'm sure it gets the job done for them. Let's go put this thing out here and hope we get 5 stars off of it. Right. All right. This one that needs graphics card upgrade. It really needs a CPU upgrade, but an AIO upgrade. They don't even have any... How do you not have any front fans? Jeez. They want to overclock and they don't have any front fans. We are going to sneak in an extra stick of RAM though. Let's clean this CPU off. I could have just popped it out and when I put it back in it'd be clean, but it's fine. We'll just do this. Perfect. Okay, they have blue and black cables. Try and remember that. Get these graphics cards out because we're just putting one in. Let's see, we can put in some PCI covers. And I think this new one might require 3 slots. Let's see. So we got them the RTX 4080 from PNY. That thing is a beast. It's a beast. Okay, let's cable this up. We do need to find blue and black. I don't think it was those. It might have been these, the Duo. Yes. Okay, perfect. Next, let's get some thermal paste on here. Very nice. And we can get their AIO installed. What am I looking for? CPU cooling. We got them this G-Skill Inky 240 AIO. Let's get that installed. Sure. Up top works for me. We can cable that up. And then, let's see. Take that out of there. Move it over. That's usually where they like it. For dual channel. Well, let's go here to memory we've got owned by on that. And we've got a new stick there. So, yeah, we've spent, you know, about $100 less than their budget. Let's see if it works. I'm going to hop into the BIOS real quick. We did pop the RAM out, so I don't know if they had XMP turned on. They'll probably need it again. go ahead and apply changes. We probably could have gotten them a cheap SSD with the extra $100, but again, they didn't ask for it. I snuck that RAM in because there was extra money. And I really think that that CPU is going to hold them back. Yeah. So it's done. It probably could be done better. I'm not going to overclock anything for them because they said that they like to do their own. So we're just going to get this buttoned back up. We can take a quick look at it. I think it looks pretty nice. That case is something else. They could really use a stack of fans across the front there. And maybe here in the rear where they literally have no fans in this thing. Oh, gosh. Okay. I don't think they needed anything else, like a virus scan or any of that. Ooh, look, we've got a water cool. Money shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So let's go put this out here in the hallway. We can, let's go ahead and collect money from that stuff. We can also, let's delete that. We'll clear out these dots. And we'll collect these and then we'll go work on the spares and repairs PC build. So we did everything here. Come on, 5 stars. There we go. My PC got a better graphics card and it's all new parts. Top job. Very nice. Very nice. Then we've got this fan one that had the weird $200 parts budget. But I didn't see anything that needed to be replaced. So 5 stars. Okay. Okay. While we're here, let's take a quick look at spares repairs. Just because the day has updated. I don't want that. I don't want that. It has a 10900 and a 970. This one has an 11900K and a 3060. 8700K. 2080 Ti. You know what? Let's buy that one. Let's buy that one. It was probably the best of the bunch. But now let's go work on this. Let's go work on this because I don't think we have any that are out in the storefront at this point. And I'd really like to get some stuff out there and up for sale. So, does this thing have... Oh, it does have an NVMe drive. It's small, but it has one, and then 3 terabyte hard drive. Okay. Okay. So, let's drain this pump. Oh, it says it's empty. Okay. Let's get these pipes out of here. Don't like the way they look. And they weren't put on right. And I'm probably going to delid this, so let's take that off. Let's get rid of all of these cables. And the graphics cards. And does this thing need dusting? I can't tell if that's dusty or not. All these cables need to go. I'm going to put in a different color anyway. So let's get rid of everything that isn't necessary. Yeah, that looks dusty. That looks dusty. Let's give it a quick... Let's give it a quick dusting. Oh, look, that's green. What? How was that possible? I don't know. Let's open this up. Okay, let's get this CPU out. Let's go delid this bad boy. Let's see. No, I don't want to sell it. I want to delid it. So, let's hit it with the heat gun. Let's get this IHS popped. Very nice. Grab our scraper. scrape all of this off. Perfect. Varnish. Excellent. Silicone. Oh, the silicone wants to be a pain today. Must be cold in the workshop. Silicone's coming out real slow. There we go. And liquid metal. Just do a little dollop. A little dab will do ya. Let's get that IHS put back on. We'll get this sucker mounted down. And we will be good to reinstall this in the old PC over there. Excellent. Okay. So let's go pop this back in. Let me zoom in just a hair. Let's get this back in here. It's all nicely delidded. Let's get this thing ready for another stick of RAM. Because we bought one. Let's see. Where is... Oh, I bet it's there. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Let me go ahead and put some thermal paste on the CPU, like so. And then I want to go ahead and install that block. I think it was this one. That is so weird how that mounts. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see. I want to go ahead and actually reinstall some of these PCI covers. We don't need all of those empty slots. I think this thing is a 3-slot, this graphics card. Let's see. We're looking for the 4090. It is. Very nice. Then let's see if the 140 will fit back in there. If it won't, we'll use the 100 I just bought. If it will, oh, it will. Okay, good. Sometimes in this particular case, these, even though they don't look like they'd be in the way for the graphics card, stops me from putting in a taller reservoir. So I just wanted to make sure that we were covered. So I think we're all good. Now, let's go ahead and pipe this thing, then we'll cable it up. While I'm here, let's get these fans installed. I'm going to forget the fans. Let's get the fans installed. Maybe. Can I tilt? There we go. Yep, we want them as intakes. That's interesting. What if I remove this and put this here? Can I... No. No. What if I use the 100 I bought and mount it up there? Sure, it just clears. It just clears. Hey, that's going to work, though. Glad I picked up the 100. So, yeah, we'll mount that back there. Let's see. We'll probably go out, in, out, in, out, in. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, piping. Piping, piping. We do want to do rigid. You think green would look good in here? Let's see, we'll go out to in. Oh, that might look... Oh, I don't... You know what? I don't like those fittings, though. Let's go with... Do you think green fittings would look okay? Out, in... Yeah, let's do green fittings. Those are nice. Those are nice. Let's get this thing lined up. How do we want... You know what? I'm okay with that angle. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept that. Then we're going to go out of here and up into the radiator. Let's see. Maybe we'll do something like this. Okay, we're all straight now. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Oh, that's weird. That went clear. Huh. And then we're going to come out of here and into here. And let's see what... Oh, that's... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to step away and fix this because it looks terrible. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That doesn't look bad at all. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Then we need a cable. We need to cable this bad boy. So I think we'll stick with the black connectors, but let's look for some green cables. Like I want some really green. These white and green aren't bad. This might not be bad either. Let's see how these look. Why those look so dark? They're not when you zoom in, though. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Let me get this cabled up. I wish they weren't so dark when you're zoomed out, but, you know, not a lot I can do about it. Get everything cabled up. Oh, power button. We have an empty loop. That's fine. We're going to fix that here right now. Let's go to coolant. I want green coolant. Let's do green... Green opaque? Yeah, green opaque. That's what we want. Running through the green pipes. Nice. Nice, nice. Now, I know we're going to have to put the lighting app on here, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and get a USB drive installed. Let's see if this baby powers up. Let me hop into the BIOS real quick. I'm sure we need to turn on XMP. Let's take a look here. 48. Oh, yeah. Settings. We are booting from the correct drive. That is awesome. Let's let this sucker start up. We'll adjust some colors, and then we'll take a look at it and go put it up for sale. Lighting app. Oh, it's nice and fast. Oh, not add and remove programs. I want lighting. So let's select all. I want static, and we're going to go static green. Yeah, static green. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get this case put back together, then we'll take a look at it. Let's see, we got this front panel needs to go on. We've got this side panel for back here. We've got this side panel, and then the top panel. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that green. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I like it. But we still need to put some sort of decoration on here. Let's take a look at what we have. I don't think shapes. Shapes might have what I want. Let's see. Maybe not. Not seeing it. Huh. Here we go. We got biohazard, corrosive, radioactive. Let's do the biohazard warning. We want this green, though. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put that right on the glass. Oh, Lord, that's big. That is still quite large. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's go put this bad boy. Oh, we do still have a PC for sale out here. Is that like overpriced one? Unfinished. Is that why it hasn't sold? Because it's unfinished? I have a feeling something has happened with my game save stuff. We'll have to look into that later. We're going to go ahead and name this, though. And I'm pulling a name from my Discord server. So if you want to name one of these PCs, you can head over to my Discord server. There is a link down in the description. Go to the name a PC section, read the rules, and post a name suggestion. This one comes from Darren, and we're going to name this one Toxic Waste. The Toxic Waste PC. That's why we went for green. Green is very toxic wastey to me. Okay, so we named the PC. We customized the case by putting a sticker on it. We put new cables in, but apparently it's not going to count them. Interesting. We didn't do custom cables. We did delid. We did overclock by turning on XMP. We did put in a custom water cooling loop. We did customize the LEDs, and I still have a 5-star bongle rating. Now, why is it not counting new cables? Because we did. We changed all the cables. I find that very interesting. Oh, well, I think it's only $50. Not the end of the world. So they're saying 100% chance of sale at $7,545. We're going to adjust that. Let's go for, oops. Let's try $11,000. 54% chance of sale. That's fine. I could probably up it by $100 or something like that. To get us to 50, I like to try to get to 50% chance of sale just to get as much money as possible. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to list Toxic Waste for for 11 grand. Did not mean to pick it up. That was a misclick. So there she is. It's a shame that you can't have these on and running on these pedestals. I think that would look super cool just to be on. I'm going to have to take a look at this one and see what might be wrong with it and why it's unfinished. We will maybe look at that one in the next episode because I have no idea. Gift cards now available. All right. All right. So very nice. Very nice. We do have emails for the next episode. We'll definitely get to that upgrade that we missed this time. I'm sure we'll get to the fix, and who knows, maybe the water cool will be waiting for us for another one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here and hanging out. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Like I said, I do have a Discord server if you want to join that. There's a link to that down in the description. I do stream over on Twitch. If you want to come watch me there live, there's a link to my Twitch down in the description. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.